It's funny with all the shows that we've been to, there's just always this conversation of standard versus custom components. I mean, I understand no engineer wakes up in the morning, right, on a high pressure project and they say to themselves, "Oh, I can't wait to specify, some custom component for this project." I mean, you probably run into the same stuff, right? I mean, from the engineering side of it.
Yeah, I mean, there's not a lot of excitement in creating something that's already out there.
Yeah.
Typically it's trying to find something new, innovative. Pushing the boundaries of physics is, typically where the engineer has the most fun, I guess.
And what's interesting about that is when you have a company that has sees that opportunity, right, for an OEM product that's going to break boundaries and be new, that's what's going to draw buyers. And but you run into this constant challenge of saying if you're truly doing something innovative, there's not going to be a lot of standard products there to support operations.
Yeah, I
There's
mean, right, that happens a lot. I mean, when we typically get our calls, it's because I don't know, the footprint's been defined, the parameters have all been, pretty much locked in, and they realize last minute the solenoid's not doing what it's supposed to.
Yeah.
So we end up, really optimizing that design and getting something to the customer that can work in that situation.
But it's probably good that they still do the research because there is going to be times when, part of the system actually can leverage standard components. And that's going to be the fastest path to market.
Yeah, fastest, cheapest. I mean, that's we come in, we step in when those situations arise where
Once you've exhausted
I
all
can't
of their
I can't do it.
opportunities.
Yeah, it's not going to work.
Well, and it's interesting because the way that from my time at TLX, I think it's interesting that they dive into that whole custom development and they look to bleed out all the nickels, dollars, and quarters, right? By sourcing globally all over the world with people who have been audited and vetted, and that they have a whole path of not just people who handle the logistics for those components, but they're audited when they get here, and then parts are tested when they go out. So the risk has been, kind of engineered out, and so is the cost. So if somebody needs to go custom, we've got the infrastructure to support it. And if they can find something standard, we're just as happy.
Yep. I mean, on the custom side, we're going to give them the best solution we can. So,
Yeah. Awesome.